Next point, chemical properties of metals and non-metals. First of all, the chemical properties of metals with air. So metal plus air means oxygen. Metal plus oxygen is equal to metal oxide or amphoteric oxide. Now this is the new word, amphoteric. Amphoteric means what? That amphoteric, it acts as a acidic as well as base in nature. Students, that you have studied acid, base and salt chapter in 7th standard. That acid means what? It turns litmus paper blue to red. If the chemical is acidic in nature, it turns blue to red litmus paper, and if it is base in nature, it turns red to blue. So these metallic oxides, they have both behavior, means they have acidic as well as they have base in nature. While in the case of non-metals plus oxygen, it prepares non-metal oxide, here metal oxide, and they have generally in acidic in nature. You see, they have generally both acidic as well as basic in nature. They have acidic in nature. So this is the first property with air of metals. Let's we talk about the another properties of metals and non-metals with water. You see that metallic oxides plus water, then most of the metals, metallic oxide, they do not react with water. Most of the metals do not react with the water. But some of dissolve and form alkali. Some of metal, they dissolve and form alkali. Alkali means what? Base in nature. Acidic means acid in nature. Acidic in nature means turns blue to red litmus paper, and base means red to blue. Okay. Now in case of non-metal with water, non-metal do not react with the water, but most of the metallic oxides, they do not react with the water. Here non-metal do not react with the water, but some non-metals stores in water. Say for example phosphorus. As phosphorus, you see, it is reactive in air, means it burns in air. That's why it is kept in water, phosphorus. So some non-metal, phosphorus is a non-metal, is stored in water. Clear this? Okay, next chemical properties of metals and non-metal with acid. Metal plus acid is equal to metallic acid. Plus they release most important gas, that is hydrogen gas. H2 gas, hydrogen gas. So metal plus acid is equal to metallic acid plus hydrogen gas. While in the case of non-metals, they do not react with acid. Non-metal do not react with the acid, but metal react with the acid and release hydrogen gas. Now in case of this acidic reaction with the metals, one important phenomena is there, it releases hydrogen gas. How do you know it is a hydrogen gas? So in that reaction, it releases hydrogen gas with pop sound. Okay, when this reaction is performing in the lab, then at the time of giving hitting with the burner, it creates such type of sound, pop sound. So here, why this pop sound is created? It is created in the metal plus acid. Whenever these reactants are there, then this is happening. So this pop sound indicates the presence of hydrogen in reaction. In non-metals, such type of process is not done. Now, last property. In base, metal plus base, you will get metallic hydroxide plus H2 gas. In acidic property, metal plus acid, also it creates hydrogen gas. Here in base also metallic hydroxide. Here metallic acids prepared. Here product will be metallic hydroxide plus H2 gas. Here is also H2 gas is formed. In that reaction, base reaction, non-metal plus base, it is very complex reaction. Complex means it is not that reaction becomes very hard to prepare. Means it is a complex reaction. Is easy reactions. You will get the product easily. But here you will get the product but not easily. But it is some complex reaction you will there. So like this point you have to write down in exam, write down the list of chemical properties, then you have to like this way tabular form, you just make it arrange. First of all you make reaction with the air, then write down with the water, then acid and base with both metals and non-metals. So it's very useful and very important questions for this 8th standard, 9th standard and 10th standard also, but this is basic. Now the next point, that is order of reactivity of metals. This is a very important point. This will be very useful to write chemical equations in 9th standard, 10th standard. So now you see the first is potassium. Potassium, okay, when you go from left to right, less reactive. Metals are less reactive, means potassium is highest reactive metal, then sodium, Na, then Ca means calcium, then Mg means magnesium, then Al means aluminium, then Zn means zinc, Fe means iron, Pb means lead, H means hydrogen. It is an exception case here. Hydrogen is not metal but it is non-metal. But in reactions it will be present. In order of reactivity it will be present. Cu means copper, Hg means mercury, Au means gold. Okay. So here highest reactivity of metals. Which metal has the highest reactive, means most reactive metal? Potassium and then sodium. These are easily react in air as well as in water. That's why these two metals are more reactive metals. If they kept open in air or water, it has a property to explosive in nature. That's why these both the metals, they should be kept in kerosene. So in kerosene they do not have any type of reactions. Now calcium Magnesium, it is react with the room temperature. Aluminium, zinc and iron less reactive. Middle of the in average, it will be reactive but average. Then lead is there, then hydrogen is there. Least reactive metals, that is mercury, and the last one is AU, means gold. So these are the order of reactivity of metals. Now the next point, that is uses of metals. You see that in uses of metals we have seen the physical properties of the metals. In physical properties of the metals, the first property, that is they have malleability, means you can prepare the thin sheets. So metals which are used to prepare thin sheets, aluminium, copper, right? From its physical properties we can speak the uses. Okay. Another, ductility, means it can be used to drawn wires, means gold. So it is used in jewelry, metals which is used in jewelry. Okay. Then it has a sonorous property, means it creates a sound. It means that one which is used to create a sound means metal, which metal we use, right? That school bell. In school bell, sound is created, right? Okay. Then metal having good conductor of electricity, copper, aluminium wire, copper wire, they have a good conductor of electricity. In our house wirings are there, that wire they are made up of copper and aluminium. High tension wire, they are made up of aluminium, copper, right? So in that metals are used. Metals are used to construct houses, that rod, right? It construct aeroplane parts, machine parts. Yeah. Most of the metallic industries, metals are used to prepare different automobiles, steamers, and different part of the designing, metals are used. Let's we talk about the non-metals. Non-metals, you see, first of all, human beings, right? The existence of human beings, the existence of plants, it is due to the non-metals. And non-metals, that is oxygen is a non-metal. Then nitrogen, it is a non-metal. Oxygen, which is used in inhale reaction, that we people use inhale oxygen. Plants that we use plants to eat, but plants prepare its own food in presence of carbon dioxide, right? So carbon dioxide is a carbon, non-metal. Oxygen, non-metal. Compound form is the carbon dioxide. Then nitrogen is there. In fertilizers, you see non-metals, NPK, nitrogen, P means phosphorus, K means potassium, which is used in fertilizers. Okay. Let's we talk about the medicines. In medicines, that your antiseptic solution, that is iodine, right? Okay. So in medicine, so many non-metals are used. First of all, iodine, right? Then you see, for cleaning of water, chlorine gas, which is non-metal, used chlorine gas, which is used as a cleaning of the water. Then there are so many other uses are there that if you know, then you can write extra also. It is not necessary that whatever the uses given in the books that we are going to write. You can watch. After this, I will send you the different videos of these chapters, right? And question answers, right? Different concept of these metals and non-metals properties. From that, you can get the idea of different uses of metals and non-metals. Okay, so students, I think you got the idea to get the clear concept from this video. If you have any problem, then you can ask me. Okay, so you can ask me through in that message form, right? So thank you all. Have a nice day. Thank you.